What's going on, you guys? This is Clayster, and it's that time again for another vlog video. This one right here, I kind of wanted to talk shop with you guys a little bit. Basically, I think we're about a week out from Champs, so a week and a couple days out from Champs. And with that being said, I believe I'm gonna lay off on the Call of Duty streaming a lot. I don't think I'll be streaming any Call of Duty until COD Champs. The reasoning for this is because last year we lost to Envious in the losers finals, and we got hard countered just about every round in search, and after everything settled, Nameless showed me his notebook where he literally wrote down our strats. You know, Clay plays here, first round on offense, Clay plays here, Nade plays here, Bose plays here, Scum plays here. First round on defense, like every round that we've ever played on every map, he had it written down, all of our strats. And not to say that other players don't do this. I mean, I definitely do this. But a lot of people don't stream now, and if I were one of the only ones streaming, then I definitely don't want to be the target for everybody to watch, since it's going to be like us and Optic, the only two streaming. So everybody would watch us as well as Optic, and basically just learn our strats and give them an easier time at Champs. So I just want to let you guys know that my streaming hours for Call of Duty are definitely going down. I'll still be streaming H1Z1 for you guys before we play Call of Duty and after we play Call of Duty at the end of the night. So there will still be some Clayster streams going on, but not Call of Duty, and especially not Call of Duty that I'm playing with my teammates. I might stream some dubs with my girlfriend, or you know, maybe a wager, or if I'm playing with random people. But if I'm ever playing with my teammates in any kind of tournament, scrims, or anything like that, I do not believe I'll be streaming anymore. I don't believe any of us will be streaming anymore, and I really do hope you guys understand my reasoning behind this, because in the short term of things, or in the long run of things, your potential at Champs is greater than the potential now by streaming. So I hope you guys understand my decision on this, and I hope you guys stick with me, you know, into the following next weeks. So I also wanted to touch on the subject of this whole COD esports is dying, blah de blah. I've seen, you know, many esports rise and fall. I've been around the esports scene for quite a long time. You know, saw it with Rainbow, saw it with Halo, saw it with Gears, saw it with StarCraft. Like, StarCraft now is on its way on the decline as well. And I think what a lot of people don't realize about the Call of Duty community is that we've been competing and playing and making, like, tournament-style Call of Duty since the start. We've had no developer support, no publisher support, no organization support. Literally, we were lucky back in the day to get like a tournament on Game Battles for Call of Duty. Like, that was like the pinnacle. Like, a $500 tournament was like a lot of money back then. And we've been playing this game for so long now that regardless if MLG is shifting over to Counter-Strike, and that's the new thing, and Activision doesn't sponsor COD Champs next year, and there's no more $1 million tournament, it just means that, like, literally, we're going to have to go back to what we're used to doing. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's dying because of this reason or because of this reason. And everybody keeps trying to compare us to other esports like Counter-Strike or Dota or LoL or whatever it is. And the thing about competitive Call of Duty and why it's popular at all is because it's different from all of these other esports. Like I said, I'm a very avid esport follower. Like, I follow most everything. The only games I don't enjoy playing are MOBA games like League of Legends or Dota. I've tried my hand at all the variants, you know, Heroes of New Earth, fucking Heroes of the Storm, you know, Dota, League. I've tried them all. I don't enjoy playing the game, so I don't follow MOBAs, but I follow every other esport pretty closely, to the point where I know a lot of the top players, a lot of the teams, past placings and stuff like that. And I really want to say, like, what sets Call of Duty apart is its tenacity. And, like, just take a look at the Smash Bros scene. The Smash scene died when Brawl came out. Like, straight up died. And then their community banded together and put together a tournament that catapulted them back into relevancy. And if we ever get to that point in Call of Duty, you best believe that is exactly what the Call of Duty competitive players are going to do, because we've been doing it since day one. We know how to do it. We built this with help eventually from the developers, eventually from the publishers, eventually from MLG. But for the first, 2-3 years, we were lucky if we got a PCL online, you know? We were lucky if we got an online ladder to play for $3,000 at the end of it. And so, like, I just kind of want to put it into perspective for a lot of people that they don't really understand how long a lot of us have been doing this and how much we've been through, how many titles we've been through with no support whatsoever from MLG, Activision, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, whoever it is. We really didn't even start to see support until Black Ops 1. And even then, it was a very, very light support. And then MW3 came out and we didn't even have LAN lobbies. Or like, we didn't even have everything unlocked on LAN. And I just think you guys need to realize that, like, COD is not dying. Like, just because the growth is stagnated a little bit in the past, like, couple of months doesn't mean anything. We're coming off a very horrible title year with Ghost. We got into AW. We've already had some really good moments, some really good hype moments. And there really hasn't been too many exciting tournaments this year. You know, like Columbus Open, I think hit 200,000 concurrent, and then everybody's like, oh, but CSGO got 1 million viewers. At one point in one of their Counter-Strike streams, they got 1 million viewers. Yeah, and congrats to them. There's nothing we should be, like, comparing ourselves to, though. Counter-Strike has been around since the mid-90s, you know? Like, literally, everybody, like, I played Counter-Strike when I was a kid. It was one of the first games I've ever played, was Counter-Strike. And it just becomes one of those things where it's a global audience, and there's so many factors included in this, and why Counter-Strike is pulling 1 million viewers, and why Call of Duty is only pulling 200,000. You know, you even look at the skimming of the surface. A $60 game compared to a $20 game, where it goes on sale for $5 all the time, and all you have to do is have a PC to run it, not an Xbox One, and your PC is 90% of the time. Like in, you know, Asian countries, there's a lot of PC bangs and stuff like that where people just go to these, you know, big internet cafes and play games there that are already preloaded on them. And it's more financially responsible for these places to, you know, spend $5 on a Steam game rather than $60 on the console game, plus Xbox One, plus Xbox Live, plus the disc. And it just makes sense why they're going to have more viewers. The same reason why Dota and League of Legends is so successful is because it's so easy to spread worldwide, and it's got such a big foreign culture, whereas for Westerners, Call of Duty is probably one of the only things, like one of the few games where the NA scene is bigger than the rest of the world. And that's because it comes from console, because it comes from, you know, all of us growing up playing games in middle school on our Xboxes and growing this competitive Call of Duty into something, you know, bigger than that. And it just kind of, I don't mean to go on a rant here. I just kind of wanted to put things into perspective for a lot of people that we need to do this and this and this to fix competitive Call of Duty, when in reality, we just need to keep doing what we're doing, and I guarantee you it'll grow. So I have a couple more things to say on the issue, but it'll make the video way too long. I kind of just wanted to touch on it briefly because I've been seeing a lot of people being like, Call of Duty's dying. It's like, even if MLG drops out, Activision drops out, the developer drops out with supporting us, we're still going to play this game competitively. We're still going to provide entertainment to the fans and compete at a high level. And as long as we continue to do that and provide entertainment, somebody somewhere will put the money into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my opinion on the topic. And I definitely hope you guys check out my YouTube tomorrow for another upload. Much love, you guys. Peace out.